I blame Barack Obama for what happened in Venezuela on January 3rd. Not Trump, Obama. Yes, Trump gave the order. Yes, Trump's planes dropped the bombs. Yes, Trump captured Venezuela's president and announced we're taking their oil. But Trump didn't create this moment. Obama did. And I can prove it. Let me take you back to 2008. Barack Obama just won the presidency on a promise of hope and change. He inherited the clearest case for war crimes prosecution in modern American history. George W. Bush and Dick Cheney had lied to the American people about weapons of mass destruction. They fabricated intelligence to justify an illegal war in Iraq that killed hundreds of thousands of people. The evidence was overwhelming. The case was open and shut, and Obama said no. We need to look forward, not backward, he told us. Those 7 words destroyed accountability in America. They established the precedent that American presidents are above the law, that you can lie a country into war, kill hundreds of thousands of people, and walk away clean. Obama is the reason why Dick Cheney died peacefully at home instead of a cold cell in prison. When Michelle Obama hugged George Bush and called him friend, it made my blood boil. Obama's failure to prosecute is why Trump's planes bombed Caracas in this new year. Because once you let one war criminal walk free, you've told every future president there are no consequences. International law is optional. Domestic law is negotiable. Do whatever you want. But here's what makes Obama's failure even worse. He didn't just refuse to prosecute Bush's crimes. He committed his own. Libya, 2011. Obama launched an illegal military intervention without congressional approval. He turned a no-fly zone into regime change, killed Muammar Gaddafi, and left Libya as a failed state with open-air slave markets. Did he face prosecution? Did anyone even investigate? Of course not. The precedent was set. Then the drones. Obama turned assassination into standard operating procedure. Weddings bombed in Yemen, funerals targeted in Pakistan, American citizens executed without trial, double-tap strikes that killed rescuers trying to save the wounded. Obama, the constitutional law professor, built an industrial-scale program for extrajudicial killing, and nothing happened to him. No prosecution, no accountability. The bar dropped lower. Each unprosecuted violation made the next one easier. Each crime without consequences became the new baseline. Bush's illegal war made Obama's Libya intervention possible. Obama's Libya intervention made Trump's first-term abuses possible. And all of it led to Venezuela. But wait, it gets worse. Enter Joe Biden. For over a year, Biden sent bombs to Israel while the world watched them used to kill tens of thousands of civilians in Gaza. The International Court of Justice found plausible evidence of genocide. Humanitarian organizations documented the catastrophe. The Leahy Law explicitly prohibits military aid to forces credibly accused of human rights violations. Biden ignored all of it. He kept sending the weapons. Congress could have stopped him. They did not, because majority of them are bought and paid off AIPAC, just like Biden. And now we have another Democrat who funded what international courts are investigating as genocide, facing zero accountability. See the pattern? Bush walks free, so Obama feels empowered. Obama walks free, so Trump feels empowered. Biden funds potential genocide and walks free, so Trump knows he can do anything. And that brings us to January 3rd, 2026. Trump bombed Venezuela, captured its president and his wife, and announced on camera that America will run the country because of the money coming out of the ground. He didn't even pretend it was about democracy or human rights or terrorism. He said we're taking the oil. The UN Secretary General expressed concern about international law. Legal analysts called it illegal. It violated the War Powers Act. And Trump didn't care. Why would he? What president has faced consequences for anything in the last 20 years? This is Obama's legacy. Not the Affordable Care Act, not marriage equality. This accountability vacuum where presidents can bomb anyone, fund any atrocity, violate any law, and walk away clean. And here's the electoral reality Democrats refuse to confront. This is why they keep losing. Hillary Clinton lost in 2016. Kamala Harris lost in 2024. Both moderates. Both creatures of this same failed establishment that prosecutes nobody and changes nothing. Kamala killed her campaign when she said she would not change a thing that Biden did. She said that while thousands of women and children were killed by Israel with Biden's bombs, people should reject moderates. Moderates promise stability when the system is broken. They promise normalcy when normal means endless war without accountability. They'll bomb Libya but call it humanitarian intervention. They'll fund genocide but call it complicated. They'll let war criminals walk but call it looking forward. That's not change. That's complicity with a different aesthetic. When the moderate center refuses to deliver justice, they create a vacuum. And desperate people fill that vacuum with authoritarians who promise to blow everything up. Trump won because moderates like Obama, Clinton, Biden, and Harris prove they will never deliver the accountability and change people are demanding. Venezuela is the logical conclusion of Obama's choice in 2008. Every unprosecuted war crime led here. Every violation without consequences made the next one inevitable. Trump is openly stealing another country's oil because 18 years of watching Democrats refuse to prosecute anyone taught him he could. So yes, I blame Obama. I blame his failure to prosecute Bush. I blame his own war crimes in Libya. I blame his drone assassination program. I blame every moderate Democrat who watched this accountability collapse and did nothing, who chose civility over justice, who chose bipartisanship over prosecution. And I blame Biden for proving that even funding genocide won't bring consequences if you're a Democrat president. If Democrats want to win again, they need to stop being moderates. They need to prosecute crimes. They need to stop funding atrocities. They need to actually deliver the change they promise. Until they do, they'll keep losing to authoritarians. Because when the system refuses to deliver justice, people will vote for anyone who promises to burn it down. Trump's bombs falling on Caracas aren't just Trump's responsibility. They're Obama's legacy.